Hi, this is Arjun for Kids First, and today I'm reviewing Men in Black International. This is a pretty decent entertainer, bolstered by its two leads, of course, but ultimately it does remain an occasionally underwhelming installment in this long-running franchise. Still, there are enough entertaining action scenes and humor to satisfy general moviegoers, and for that reason, I do think fans of the MIB franchise should check this out, but preferably on a matinee. Of course, the movie follows the plot of Men in Black 3, the previous installment, as London has a branch of Men in Black now. And after investigating and finding the MIB base, Molly joins them, just because of her credibility in finding them. The head of the branch, High T, pairs her up with the dashing hotshot Agent H. Molly, now Agent M, and Agent 8 become involved in a series of alien attacks that sends them traveling around the globe, while a mole lurks among the MIB. Now, of course, as you can tell, this is pretty standard fare plot. That's why the movie's strengths rely upon its cast, and they are pretty great. Tessa, Thompson, and Chris Hemsworth as Agent M and H are really the main highlight here, and their chemistry still impresses me ever since their collaborations in Thor Ragnarok. This really is just a big excuse to watch another Thor and Valkyrie buddy cop, and it's honestly a great one. I quite enjoyed Agent M's deadpan reactions to anything Agent H does. If there's any reason why you want to watch the movie, it's them, as they really do fill that void that Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones left behind. Liam Neeson as High T has some interesting contributions to the plot, and as always, he brings out the veteran actor amongst himself. But Kumail Nanjiani as Pawnee is another highlight here, being the new alien sidekick, and he really does have some of the funniest lines and even serves as a good replacement for Frank the Pug. As always, it's nice to see Emma Thompson reprise her role as Agent. Now, I quite enjoy new faces, and that's why I was really excited when I heard that F. Gary Gray was going to be taking the director's chair here, as Barry Sonnenfeld directed the last three, and it really does mark the first director departure, and I really just love Gray's overall hipster influences, as they can kind of reach out to a broader audience. And in that way, I would just like to see more fresh faces from franchises in general, because I think a director directing the same thing over and over again can get quite boring, as we have seen with the Harry Potter franchise. And now, Fantastic Beasts. My favorite scene is definitely when Agent M and H first discover Pawnee, because it's really just one gag after another, and I think that Pawnee's dry humor adds to the overall vibe, and at this point, I wouldn't mind just seeing a Pawnee spin-off. As you can tell, the comedy and the production value absolutely delivers, but the overall story does not. It really just runs around in circles, and the only redeeming quality is the density of characters and settings, but the movie is just rather directionless at times, and after a while, it just becomes like every other globetrotting movie. Even the most subplot goes nowhere, and it resolves itself quickly. And as a sucker of spy movies, that was just rather disappointing for me, because I really just admire these types of insider plots. Of course, the movie, and the franchise for an extent, main message here is that teamwork is always essential. It's shown in the partnership of all of the agents across the franchise, and it's no different with M and H here, as, you know, they fight and they try to resolve peacefully with aliens. I give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I recommend it from ages 8 to 18 due to some intense action scenes, suggestive references, and some language. This is Arjun for Kids First. Thanks for watching.
Are you suggesting that we try the most powerful weapon in the galaxy for fun?
Do it.
Press the button. Turn it up a few.